Hi guys, today we're going to review Firewatch for the PS4. Firewatch is an indie video game created by Gambo Sando, an indie company, and it will release it on a various console, and we're going to review the PS4 version. And without any delays, let's get started. The plot of the game begins in 1989 following the Yellowstone fire of 1988. Henry, played by Richard Sommer, takes a job as a natural forest fire lookout after his wife Julia, played by Larissa Gallagher, develops early onset dementia. On the first day, his supervisor Delia, played by Cissy Jones, contacts him via walkie-talkie and asks that he investigates illegal fireworks at the nearby lake. And then some other events are occupied after that. That's basically the plot of the game. Well, first of all, the beginning of the game, which it starts in an interactive story that you have to pick on your choice. Although it's a good idea in paper, if we don't see the characters talking, interactive at all, and even believe that their relationships are real, then I can really feel emotional and understand them. Also, I understand the protagonist, why he went there. It makes a lot of sense, but if we don't see that and don't feel his sadness, then it's kinda hard to feel something for them. But definitely, when you play the game, Henry is a very relatable character. You can definitely relate to him. And when you talk with the lion walkie-talkie, there's a number of dialogue options, kind of like the Walking Dead Telltale games, since some of the developers had worked on the Walking Dead, the video game series. It actually makes this relationship between Henry and Elia much more realistic and much more relatable. And not only that, the voice acting actually enhances the story. Truly, the voice actors have truly done a splendid job to actually make you feel for them, understand their motivation, understand their character, and they pull it off. Because even if you have the best script, if you don't have the actors to pull it off, then the story will fail.
Hey.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Widowmaker got the best of me.
What exactly happened?
My rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
You didn't break anything, did you?
No, I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
Well, the only complaint I have for the story is that the ending is pretty bad. It's rushed and doesn't really make much of a sense, so that's kind of a complaint here for the game. So how about the graphics of the game? Well, the graphics of the game are pretty amazing. It's like you're inside the painting and you explore it. Particularly the game developers were inspired by a single painting by one of the artists, Oli Mo. And then Jane Niji, lead environment artist at Campos Santos, who starts with translating Mo's work into a 3D environment while maintaining his stylized artistic vision. When Moss was creating the painting, he was inspired by Natural Park Service poster from the New Deal era in both color palette and iconography, and the development team went on a camping trip to Yosemite National Park for inspiration for the game after they visited the lookout tower built with the same design as the video game counterpart. Further inspiration for the game came from Van Amman and Anderson, an experience growing up in rural Wyoming. And you know what? They actually did a pretty good job. It's very cartoony, it's so alive. I have to say props for that. As for the walkie-talkie interaction in Firewatch, is inspired by the relationship in Bioshock between the player character and Atlas, as well as the dialogue system from The Walking Dead. Now let's talk about the gameplay. The gameplay is a first-person adventure game, and you can explore the environment to gather interactive objects and then move to the next objective of the game. And then, as I mentioned, that you can communicate with Delia, and then much like in the typical Walking Dead Telltale style, your actions and your words will affect the relationship between you and her, and see also the exposition of explaining the tools or something about the environment if you want to know more about it. And I really like it. And then how about the music? The music is pretty well made. It fits the tone of the game, and it makes you want to go and explore everything in order to find out more about the environment and then on your objective.
What does she have?
She's got Alzheimer's, like, dementia.
Whoa. How old was she?
Definitely, I'm gonna have to say that the game is that it's a short game, meaning you can finish in 2 hours if you're playing it and not wasting any more time. And yeah, I can kinda understand a little bit why it's a small, because it's an indie game and not a huge budget is going on. Thus, it kinda lacks of a bit of modeling animation here and there. Pretty understandable, but still, you don't need to make this game a bit small. I think I've covered up everything in the game, so I think that we should go to my conclusion of this review. To conclude the review, Firewatch is a decent game, although the bad thing about the game was that the editing was rushed, and very bad obviously, and that the intro itself, although it was a good idea, if we don't see the characters interacting or modeling and voice acting in order for them to communicate and feel something, they were not going to be fully invested, and the game is only 2 hours short. But the story definitely is amazing, and the voice acting is solid, and the gameplay and graphics are amazing. And thus, my rating for this game is 7.5 out of 10. And also, Gumbo Sando and Good Universe are gonna make a movie. Okay, I don't see why, and if they do make a movie, then I suggest them that they should make the intro much more engaging, meaning show the actors talking, doing some kind of events in order for us to get invested and feel sorry for them, because just by text and choosing your style of the backstory is gonna move up, it's nah. And definitely I want the world and everything to feel beautiful. That's what I want to see. This is not a bad idea for a movie. Let's hope how some other video game adaptations are gonna do. Anyway, that is all for today, folks. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and have a good gaming.